See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. But most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing full out? Every day before I checked in with anybody else. I was willing to inconvenience my entire life. My entire life. I was willing to disrupt my entire life to buy my future, to buy my possibility, to give my dream a chance. See, we're not supposed to tuck our dreams in on the pillow when we get up in the morning. We're not supposed to leave them at home. We can go and fulfill somebody else's dream. We're not supposed to do that. That's not what we're wired to do. That's not who we are. Your human spirit doesn't care about the economy. The human spirit doesn't care that my son's father went to prison. The human spirit doesn't care what's happened to your family. The human spirit doesn't care about the past. You may have been molested, or your family may have been broke, or you may have been betrayed, or you may have a divorce. Your human spirit doesn't care about any of that. Your human spirit simply says, what's our command for tomorrow? What do you want to create? It's not keeping score. Your brain is keeping score, because your brain is designed to keep you safe.
Now,
your human spirit is designed to make you suffer.
Thank you so much for coming, for joining in. We can start sharing the screen now. Thank you very much. So you are welcome this afternoon. We are glad that we are all ready to get out of the shackles of poverty and swim in flourishing. Today's Zoom is very, very simple, because somebody said no volume. Is that peculiar to that person, or everybody cannot hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, so today's Zoom meeting, like I said, is very simple, because we have brought you something fantastic, something simple, something good, something that everyone can relate to. But let me not be antisocial. I would want to introduce myself. Next slide, please. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Kofo Olaoshebikon. Because some of you will know me as Kofo Olaoshebikon, some will know me as OK, and some just Kofo. Somebody told me at a meeting some time ago that I like to confuse people with my name. But it's okay, it's not confusing. It's just that when you have many parts, then at some point you take the name that is relevant. So I'm the group managing director at Kofsol Group, because I know some of you are on the call because it's MD Kofsol Group that has invited you. So you are not confused. It is still the same Mrs. Olaoshebikon. Next slide, please. And then some of you came in because you know me as the founder of Flourishing Online. Yeah, and that's to what we are talking about today. Is still the same me. Before okay. But that's fine. Why you are here today is not even related to that. It's just so that we can be able to identify who is talking. Can you see what is on the screen? If you can and you want to read for us, please just raise your hand. My co-host will be able to identify you and call you out. Okay? Abiola Oshodi. I can see that. Who else wants to give it a trial? What can you see? Yeah, Chinyere Chibuzo. What first struck you immediately you saw this picture? Yeah, but what can you read? What can you read?
God is nowhere.
Sorry?
God is nowhere.
God is nowhere. Okay, so we have gotten to, someone said God is now here. The other person said God is nowhere. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. This actually takes me to the next slide. What we want to discuss with you is telecommunication. Telecommunications, the new oil well. Just as some people saw that last slide and they said God is now here, and some said God is nowhere. I know some of you will say telecommunication, okay. How can it be the oil well? We want you that at the end of this meeting, you will see well. Even if you don't want to see well, you will see well in Jesus' name. Because the truth of the matter is that telecommunication has become the new oil well. But some will choose not to see it. Some will choose to see it. Some will say, what are they talking about? Next slide, please. Some will say, what are they talking about? All you need to do to be in that grind of telecommunication being the oil well, no oil as money generating industry. Okay, you just need to switch your brand and then you get paid. All right, now let's look at all of these things, especially in Nigeria. Petrol price is running, it's scattering the run. Please, if you cannot hear me, adjust your volume. Others can hear me. Some people are still saying they cannot hear. Please adjust your device. Others are hearing me loud and clear. Or you change where you are, or you change your network. I have had cause to change networks more than 100 times today. It is well with Nigeria. So the petrol price is just jumping, and gold is pursuing. Vegetable price, food prices, everything, rice is jumping. Electricity bill, everything is just galloping. But look at salary. Just look at salary. Salary is struggling and it's saying, I am running, no, I'm running. But salary is not going anywhere. Salary is not running. Salary is not changing. Next slide, please. Salary is not changing. It's just where it is. So I would just be very, very sorry for whoever does not have a plan P. This is one of the reasons why we have called you together. You see, I forgot to mention to you that I am an entrepreneur. And it is because I'm an entrepreneur that we are all here. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. We all know that an entrepreneur is that person, okay, that is actually doing exactly what I'm doing. Oh, dear Lord. Please, love, can you help me mute? Let me mute all of them.
Okay. Continue. Mute yourself. Unmute yourself, Mrs. Madam Kofo.
I've told you not to be calling me madam until 9 billion.
Okay.
Don't call me Coco John. Don't go and be doing things that people will think that I'm that rich. I'm still pursuing that 9 billion. And I won't stop until I get there. All right. So I'm an entrepreneur because I'm a visionary and very purposeful, very passionate person. I habitually will spot opportunities and I will just want to create innovations around it. I will create innovative values and get it acquired by other people. And that's why you are here, okay? For full disclosure, if you do not want to get stupendously rich, you have no business to be in this room. So if you do not want a plan B, if you just want to stick to your salaries, you have no business at all being in this Zoom meeting, okay? Because you need to think about it. What will you do if your only source of income just suddenly stopped or is taken away from you? So please pay rapt attention in this meeting. It's not just like any other meetings you have been into. Next slide, please. Next slide. The one before this. Okay, so when you look at this man, he has a lot of resources, just like many of us. You know, he's standing on so many ladders. Meanwhile, maybe he needs only one or two to get to where he's actually wants to go to. But because he will not be able to use what he has, he's not getting anywhere. He's just peeping. So it doesn't matter really how many resources you have. If you don't know how to use them, they will never be enough. You won't even be able to get anything out of them. So we all have telecoms industry around us. Look at the industry analysis, okay? We have 250 million active SIM card users. I'm only just getting into the products of what I want to discuss with you. And you also know that when you have products, if your products meet the needs of the people, then you are good to go. If your products is solving problems of the people, then you are good to go. If your product is cost effective, you are good to go. We are going into telecoms industry. We want to discuss about the telecom industry and the opportunities we actually have that some people, especially the banks, have been shielding from us. Now, look at this. These are the products of telecoms. You have 250 active SIM card users in this country. This one has been taken, this research was done in 2020. So you can imagine what we are talking about in 2023, no, 2022 actually. So now we are in 2023. So you can imagine that this has probably been tripled. You have 3 million Nigerians that recharge their phones. This is from the NCC. And then 14 billion naira per day on recharge, and 446 billion naira per month on recharge, 21.4 trillion naira per year on recharge alone. So you know the kind of products that we are talking about. Remember, if you have products that are cost effective, that gives value, and that are solving problems, then you know that you are good to go. Bill Gates said, if your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. And we all know that we cannot be on the internet anyway if we do not have data, okay? So we have good opportunities in the telecom. Residual. Remember I said that if you just depend on only one source of income, then we should start being sorry for such a person. This business that I'm going to talk to you about today is Top Up and Get Reward. Is in the telecom industry. When you are talking of residual income as it is, you don't want to look elsewhere when we are talking about residual income. All right, next slide. Telecommunication and internet technology is just intertwined. There is nothing that can separate them. Without telecoms, without recharge, without data, you cannot get online. And look at this. Just look at this. This business news Telecom overtakes oil sector's contribution to GDP. This from FBN Quest. These are the people that should know, you know. So we tend to believe them. Now, if at all, before this, I hope that after this Zoom, all of us will go and change, because what you have been doing is that you have been making the banks to get richer. Every recharge you have been doing goes through the banks. And what happens when you do this is that 5% of your recharge goes to the banks, okay? And upon it, they are not satisfied. If you see the screen now, they will send you this kind of message. They will send you the fact that they are charging you VAT on the recharge, and then they will charge you VAT on everything. After deducting your money, you've done bank charges, you've done recharge charges, nothing gets back to you, then they will give you VAT on the recharge. That's how they make their money. And that's why they keep sending you messages. I know that you also get the messages. I got it this morning too. First Bank, all the banks, they will ask you, just something, so that you can recharge your phone. From today, stop it. Don't mind them. Look at the much that we are spending monthly. Just look at it. 242 billion monthly. This was in 2022 too. I did a research when I was preparing these slides. Please, let's have the next slide. I think I put it there. Okay, look at it. This is for MCN alone. There's a surge. This quarter, the first quarter of 2023. Look at the consumption. MCN alone. See their fine building. Eh? If I'm making my money back from them, since I've been using MCN, maybe my Copsol Group building would have been like this as well. Or even if it's half of this, maybe I would be happy. Look at what they make. 568 billion. When I saw this, when I was preparing these slides, I think it was yesterday night, I was like, Aye, see where we are putting money. And we are not getting anything back. This is from Nairametrics. And it was done this year, Q1 of this year. Now, without data, you can't even do, it's because you have data that you are listening to me now. And it's because I have data that I can communicate with you. So it's the fastest selling commodities. Then I forgot to mention this 560 something billion that we are talking about for MCN is the data alone. No? Because it was getting too late, I was busy all through. I wanted to fine-tune the slides and I couldn't really go. But the airtime is still more than data, because it's just now that people are realizing that instead of calling, I can do WhatsApp calls, I can do WhatsApp, I can text and all of that. This one, this 568 billion in Q1 of 2023 is just data. You can see it's surge in data consumption. Your calls is still not here. Next slide, Mike. So you can see how great, no, data, I'm still on data. I need to let people know the importance of data. And it's the fastest selling commodities all over the world. It's not only in Nigeria, because we consume these products per second. And it's the world's most valuable resource. And unavoidably so. You know, for oil or petrol, if you don't have petrol in your car, you can decide to just go ahead and take Okada or walk. Data is life right now, and is the latest oil block of the 21st century. So take note of that. Data is one of the products we are talking about. And remember I said, when your product solves problem, when your product is effective, when your product is needed by people, then you are good to go. Just look at the internet minutes. This 2021, I don't even want to talk about this because I know that in 2023, this one would have been maybe times 100. So let's go to the next slide. This is just showing you the number of minutes people spend on all those sites and they are using data. Look at this, my jolly good fellows. I'm sure this one is very, very familiar to us, even at home, when you're on the dining table. Son is pressing phone, daughter is pressing phone, mother is pressing phone. Daddy is calling girlfriend on WhatsApp. You won't cuckoo know, you won't hear, okay? So everybody is on the phone. It's the new addiction. You can see, and you can't do what they are doing without data, without call time and all of that. You see this survey, okay, Royal Favor is eating and is still using data. Can you imagine that? You see what I mean? Now, look at this. They said Nigerians spend more time on recharge cards than more money on recharge cards than food. This person is saying it's surprising. I didn't want to change it because I wasn't the one that did the survey. But from my own understanding, me, I can't even be surprised, because if you are spending money on rice, or you are spending money on beans, or you are spending money on, it's different from when you are spending on data. Data is data. There is no alternative. You can decide not to eat beans and go and drink garri, but you cannot put garri on your phone and say you are using data. Okay? So look at this again. Nigeria's internet users eat 111.6 million in December. This was in 2019, but by 2020, just look down there, Nigeria's active mobile subscribers eat 210 million. That's like double what it was the year before. So you can imagine what it is now in 2023. This is easily, Telecom is the most valuable companies in Nigeria. This research was done in June 2022, but it's definitely higher by now. Maybe MCN has taken the place of Dangote on this analytics. You can imagine Dangote with 68 sources of income. CEO, the Telecom jumped over him. So this is what we just want you to understand today. I'm building it up. Next slide. Now, MCN alone made 51 billion as profits. This is in Q1 of 2020. And then it jumped to 568 billion in Q1 of 2023. Can you see? All these monies we are talking about, they are from you and I. Now, can you imagine, next slide, can you imagine if you just have 0.1 of all these billions jumping up and down? Next slide, please. Just 0.111 or something. Can I have the next slide, please? Just look at that. I was ahead of myself, actually. If you have 0.001%, calculate 0.001% of the 568 billion. Or let me even put it at 0.0000 of the 500. That's why I told my colleague, my friend, that she should stop calling me madam until I have that my own billion. And just after that billion. Because all those people calling billion and having billions, they didn't carry two heads. Oh yeah, next slide. Just be thinking about it too. Now, all of this star 901, I've told you, star whatever, is just a way of getting your money. Star 99666 something, and they are not giving you anything back except alerts, debit alerts, not even credit alert, debit alerts. Next slide. From today, you will stop taking only debit alerts, because you are going to stop feeding the banks. See how fat they are, and see how lean the populace just remain. They are milking us dry. If you are a banker here, I'm not against you. I'm just against what you are doing in the telecom industry. And we need to be liberated. That's why, as an entrepreneur, I've seen values in other platforms. And it is my calling to call other people's attention to it. Habitually, actually, habitually. That's why people will say, and why is she so restless? It's because she's an entrepreneur, and when she sees value, she shares. Next slide. Now, this thing will come to you as little drops of water, but also the little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Okay, so this takes us to the topic really. It's about top up and get reward. Top up and get reward is a platform where you can recharge all rechargeables and they give you back a percentage of what you are recharging. That's cashback. I just feel very, very, concerned that we just need cashbacks in everything. In fact, if we can buy beans and get cashback, it's all well and good because this economy is just something else. So for you now to have an option of buying your recharge card, the thing that you buy per second, something that nothing else is above it, something that even when you haven't gotten food to eat, you are buying data. And you are now being given cashback. When you recharge your phone, when you buy airtime, when you buy data, when you even recharge NEPA. NEPA is another thing. Without NEPA, even if you have data on your phone, you cannot use it because you need to charge the phone. Okay? So, top up and get reward are just dedicated. This is the company dedicated to what has been, to show the world the treasures, the financial treasures that hitherto had been hidden, from people so that you won't be able to gain financial freedom. They are ready, very ready to open it up for us. And that's what they have done. And this is what we want to show you today. It is the best online platform so far. And these are the products. These are the things that you can do on top of and get reward platform. You can pay your tax, you can pay the CAC commission, you can recharge your Glow, you can recharge Airtel, you can recharge MCN, iMobile, you can recharge PHCN, GoTV, everything rechargeable. You see why we are bringing it to you? And some of the questions are, okay, are they legal? How legit is this business? I hope you can see what I'm saying on the screen. What we are sharing, those are the certificates. They have certificates, they are registered, they are in international associations, they have certificates of recognition. Next slide, so that we can see more about them. Very legitimate. That's a letter of commendation from Federal Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay, so very legit. That's the Top Up and Get Reward Limited CEO. You can see that it's not Mr. Stone, it's not Mr. Sand. You can see he's one of us. Yorubas have a saying, we can get in. I know his office. So if we are not sure of him, we won't be bringing him to you. It's just because we know that this is just too value loaded for everyone not to know about this platform. Okay? They are very unique because and for me, if I've not tried anything out, I don't show people. I started this on the 8th of August, and I'm going to share my back office with you. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to let you into it. Nothing is hidden. I just want full disclosure so that you know that we are bringing you into something great, something that will be useful for you, something that will be useful for everyone in your network, something you need also to go out and tell others about, something you need to use to empower others, to empower people in the church. There shouldn't be, after this Zoom meeting, if you still have, Auntie, I need urgent 2K in your church or in your office or in your mosque or anywhere you are, then you are not doing well. And I know that I've invited a lot of you. I have Obas on this call. I have Oloris. Please make sure that you are empowering your people. I have pastors in here. Make sure you are empowering your populace with this thing, because it is too loaded. It is a very low hanging fruit. Remember when we were talking about what your products should do, I mentioned that it should be cost effective. I haven't seen any business as sweet as top up and get reward in terms of the products need to people, how they solve problems, and how cost effective they are. See the products. You can recharge your DSTV, Airtel, MTN, Glo, 9Mobile, PSTN, SpectraNet. You can recharge, all rechargeables. All right. Smile is hiding in one side. And now, let's quickly go to, because you might have been hearing, you can recharge. Let's go to how you can make money. How do I make money? What do I need to do to get started? You see, all you need is a VTU. VTU just means virtual top-up. All the top-ups you've been doing has been done through VTU. It's just that you have been using the bank's VTU. You know, it's an online vending portal used for the effective management and distribution of digital prepaid products like your airtime, data, and bill payment services. So what happens is that you are going to have your own VTU. And is it going to cost you 1 million? No way. Remember I said, when your product is not cost effective, then you don't have a product. Is it 500,000? Lie. 100,000? No way. Okay? Your VTU is very, very cost effective. And I'm going to show you everything on this call. Next slide. Next slide. Right. On top up and get reward, you have packages. And it's going to be a very, very full disclosure. Just take up your pen and your paper, or if you are that digital person, take your notes on your phone. These packages, can you imagine? You will get your VTU for just 5,000 naira. Upon it, they will dash you 10 point values. And I will explain what point values are and what they will do for you as we progress in the meeting. You can also buy for 10,000. We have names for them. If you are using the 5,000 VTU, you are on the Pearl package. If you are using the 10,000, you are on the Coral, and you will have 20 PVs donated to you. If you want the 20,000, then you are on Emerald, and you will have 40 points values. Now, if you go on to 30,000, you are Sapphire. That's 60 PVs. And then if you go to 40,000, you will have 80 PVs. You are on Ruby platform. Then the Baba of them all. Diamond is 50,000. Actually, we still have one that is not here because most people don't do that. Whatever you can get on that, you can also get on the 50,000 naira package. Diamond is 50,000 and you will have 100 PVs. The last of the packages is 100,000 naira package and you will have 200 PVs. Now, let's see the benefits of each of the package. Now, if you have Pearl and you register, remember we are just talking about cash back. Everything about top up and get reward is about cash back because they also know the kind of people they are in competition with. And I don't want us to think that they don't have competition. I won't come here to tell you a lie. Their greatest competitor is all the banks. But we are still having our own fair share of this industry. And for a long time, we are going to have it because top up and get reward is about cash back. And everybody needs this cash back in this kind of economy. So when you even register with this 5,000 naira, they will still give you back a registration bonus. You will have a registration bonus of 1,100, given to you. That is 22% of the Pearl package. And you can earn up to your level 1 to 5. You will have 10 point values. All right. For Coral, just like that, so that we don't waste too much time, we will fly along. Your registration bonus is always 22% of whatever your referral is bringing in. And when you yourself, when you register, they give you back 10% of your registration value. So that means that if I'm registering on 50,000 naira, they give me back 5,000 naira. And that 5,000 naira is just so that I can know how to navigate around the platform. So you will know how to buy, you will have money to buy, you will have money to do everything. If we have enough time on this call, I will show you all of this. I really want to show you so that you can know that we are bringing you something very genuine. So the benefits, that the first benefit is just what I just said. When you register, you get back 10% of your registration money as a bonus. So if you register with 50,000, you get 5,000 naira back. It's just all about cash back. Okay? When you buy airtime, because when you are registering, you also register with your number, your phone number. That phone number registered on the platform, if you buy airtime for that phone number, they will give you back 2% of your airtime. Okay? If you are registering, if you are buying credit for another person, this is why I say that these 4 ways of benefits, it's not even it's not all. There are so many other ways that we have benefits on top up and get reward. Because like if I want to credit somebody that is not registered with them, and I'm doing it through my VTU, then I can earn back 1.5% of whatever I'm vending to that person. What this means is that I can use it as a very, very good business opportunity because I can then vend for people and make money, excuse me. So you see, that's another avenue of making money. Now, 0.5%. 0.5% comes to you when you do your TV subscription, and 1% comes to you when you pay your PHCN, also known as the almighty NEPA. Right. Next slide. And is instant bonus. Instant bonus. When you register with 5,000, your 500, immediately your activation goes in, your 500 registers at your back office, and you can withdraw it. If you register with 50,000, 5,000 jumps at you, you get your 10 PVs recorded there for you, and your PVs are not wasted. It's not as if, oh, over time, PVs will run away. No, your PVs are not wasted. They are always there accumulating for you. So if you register with 50,000 naira, you will get back 5,000 naira and you get 100 points values back. Now, I've talked about client services in passing. This means that you are recharging for others and you are earning from that as well. Okay? In this business, this slide, I mixed these slides with the official slides. I put in mine and I put the official slide. This is directly from Top Up and Get Reward. They are even suggesting that you can make 500 to 200 business per week. I'll show you how much I've made. Then you know that this is just, they are just being conservative. 50,000 to 100,000 monthly. This is just being conservative. I tell you the truth. All right. So next slide. You can also have e-earning. Okay. Because you have e-pins. When you buy e-pins, you can print them out. There are printers. The printers are also available. Bluetooth printers. Remember, I told you I'm an entrepreneur. I have the Bluetooth printers already for sale. All you are doing is just to flourish. You top up and you get reward. You top up and you get reward. You top up and you get reward. There is even nothing else to describe what is happening. Next slide. Okay. And after your registration, you connect. You see that there are three ways you can move in this business. Is it that you want to save cost for yourself? So you are recharging on the platform after activating it so that you can have your 2% back for your recharges, your data and your airtime, or and your NEPA and everything, DSTV. Or you want to do the client services. So you want to be selling, you want to print out your e-pins, or you want to let somebody, you want to empower somebody to do it. It's very, very low hanging. It's something that you can do sometimes under 50,000 naira. So after doing this, the next thing you need to do is to train the people you are inviting. And you connect. Is a connector, is a connected economy. You can connect and be an affiliate, telling people and earning in millions. Okay? Next slide, please. You see these three girls? Let me see them. Don't jump over them. I knowingly put it there. You see, exactly what we are saying is what we are doing. It's a connecting economy. Let me tell you how I got to know about it. So you know when we are saying that connect, train, connect, and train. My co-host today is a friend to Alaja. You will soon see Alaja and how good she has done for herself in this business, in these slides. Now, my friend Love connected to Alaja. And I, talking to you, connected through my friend. You see how connection is made? So please, don't leave the Zoom and just be an island to yourself. Connect your friends. It's a good thing to connect others. Because if Love Oladele did not connect me, I would not be in a position to be talking to you today. And many people will not also be able to connect through me. And a lot of people had connected through me. My mechanic had connected. My housekeeper, I've told him what to do. Everybody I know is who I'm telling. Okay, my church people, everybody. So please, note that when something is good, tell others. And it's not as if you are broke. And as a matter of fact, Bill Gates told you that you should think like a millionaire. I'm changing it to the fact that you should think like a billionaire, but also as if you are broke. It doesn't mean that you are broke. Hustle it out as if you are broke. And until you get to where you are going, don't you ever stop. Next slide, please. Don't you ever stop. So you connect others. That's my point. Now, you see others like us, we too, we are doing our own connection. Uber doesn't own any vehicle. I don't know why the others are not showing. Uber does not have any vehicle, but they are making money. That is what connecting economy is all about. Just connect. And see Amazon, see Facebook. You will soon see how many of us on Facebook because I'm there. You will soon see now. I looked up at what they even have right now. See Amazon, Alibaba, Airbnb, you know, Airbnb, it's not as if they are building houses all over the world, but they are connecting with those who have what they can use. And you and I stay in their homes and they get paid. Look at is a $30 billion industry. It's just a rental thing, though. We are just calling it, we will say just, but $30 billion. Can you imagine? Okay? See Facebook too. You are out there. You are making them rich. Do your own connection too. Look at, in 2022, you have 2.934 billion people. And they are not just there for fun. It's rose to 2.934 billion in July 2022. Now let's see what it is now. Next slide. Let's see what it is now. Look at, by yesterday night, actually, is it this morning, when I was trying to put the slides together, Facebook users in this Q1 had risen to 3.03 billion. 3.03 billion. Billion. And you are now saying you don't want to be in the connecting economy. That's where they make their money. Because this 3.03 billion will spend data. This 3.03 billion will do, will look at the adverts. Some of us will do adverts. They need people to jump into the advert. They are making their money. So you should also start creating your own economy. Don't just be users. You too should also be producers. Next slide. Look at this Baba and the son. Mark is in connecting economy. Okay? In Facebook, it's just 36 years. In 2020, when they did this, it was, I think he's older now. He's no longer 36. But let's even use 36 as his age. See our own Aliko, 63. When you switch 36, 63, 36, 63, Baba and son, look at that. 96 billion is what Facebook has amassed in July 2020. Our celebrated Aliko Dangote is on 8.1 billion because he's selling sugar, he's selling cement, he's selling power. And you see, he's also making it, or he's the richest man in Africa because he's selling salt. He's making his cover from salt. You dare not cook your soup, especially if you're a woman, without putting salt. That's the day you go back to your father's house. Okay? But look at Mark. Just sit down jejely and doing connected economy. Industrial economy is great, but please add connected economy to it so that it can be greater. That's just what we are saying. Next slide. We just want you to see the comparison. Okay, so see my dear father, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, very smart man. You all recall that it was during his regime that MTN was granted their license. If this man was not as cerebral as he is, he would have taken bribe from them. And by now, he would have Kukuma finished spending the bribe. But the man decided to create a good future for his generation. Obasanjo makes 1 naira from every MTN recharge you do in Nigeria. So, if an average 25, if we say 25 million Nigeria, 25 million people recharge MTN daily, that means that my father is making 25 million naira. Without carrying anything, though, that is still connection. He has already told them it's connected. They are like, okay, 1 naira is yours. Whenever anybody charge anything. Okay? Some people will say, Ole, I know some of you are abusing him. Me, I'm just saying well done to him because it takes a very, very cerebral, smart, industrious, entrepreneurial mind to think that way. A very greedy, non-thinking person will have just taken bribe in dollars from MTN, and that will have been the end. But his opportunity goes on and on and on and on. Now, If you now want to do the connected economy, what do? You tell others. You start referring. When you refer anybody, you will have a direct referral of 22% of what that person is bringing in. That's more money in your pockets. Okay? More money in your pockets. More money in your bank account, actually, because your pockets won't even be able to contain it. Now, indirect referral just means that if the person you have brought in brings somebody else, you are still earning, but your earning will now be 5% of what that person is bringing in. It's your direct referral that will have 22% of that person's registration fees. Up to your level 10, you will be having 1.5% of whoever is coming in, especially if you sign in on the leadership packages. And I will show you which ones are leadership and which ones are not right now. Now, you see, in whatever you are doing, you need to think through it and try to put some strategy. If you sign in on 50,000 Naira package, this is one of the leadership. In fact, it's the best package for you to sign on because of a lot of reasons. Number one reason is that you will earn the PVs of whoever is in your structure, those people you don't even know. Like I'm talking to you now, I don't know all of you on this call. If you decide to sign on top of and get reward, which you don't have a choice, except if you don't want to keep some money to yourself, and you now go telling people, and I don't know anything about it, then I will be losing on those rewards. But because I've signed in on 50,000 so that I won't lose anything, I will be able to gain. So now, if I'm on 50,000 just as I am, that's the diamond package. And I look for 10 friends. See how you can make money. You now look for 10 friends, 10 like-minded friends, like myself, Love, and Elijah, and all the people that have signed on 50,000 in my structure. Would I say, okay, let's form a fantastic 10, like a club. It's not only a co-club or island club that people should be doing. Also, let's do entrepreneurial clubs that can get us money. So you get 10 people of like minds and we say, okay, we are going to put 50,000. That's what we call fantastic 10. Okay? On level 1, remember you are going to take 22% of whatever they are coming in through. Your commission will be 10,450. If you have 10, if you just call in 10, that means that on level 1 alone, your earnings had grown to 104,500. And then the PVs you have, and I will show you the importance of PVs later on. The PVs you will have accumulated will be 1,000 PVs. Okay? This is not, this is a business. It is not any, okay, let me just invest and go and sleep. No, you need to invite people if you want to earn this money that we are talking about. So it is a possibility that you even get 10 affiliates in one day and then you make 104,500. And you have your 1,000 PVs. On level 2, remember you are taking 5%. You will have 2,375. If you have, by then, you remember 10, you have 10, the 10 will have invited 10. So you have 100 in your group, in your team. You will have your earnings up to 237,500. And your point value will be 10,000 points values. Just on your second level alone, you have qualified for something else in Top Up and Get Reward. Because once you make up to 10,000 PVs in Top Up and Get Reward, you get compensated by 120,000 Naira every month. Every month that you have 10,000 PVs accumulated to you, you have 120,000 naira. Let me put only, like our bankers will say. Okay? By level 3, see how much you are making. 2.375 million. By level 4, that's if you get your 10, if you have your 10 like-minded friends and you decide to do this as a business. I will be glad if you want to join me, and then we make 10. We make another 10. Remember, I have my eye on the billions, and it is possible. This is an opportunity that has brought it and made it very easy for us to be a billionaire. Now, by the time you get to level 6, I don't even want you to go to level 10 or level whatever now. See how much you will have accumulated in earnings. You will have 712 million. Okay? Now, let's go to you can do 50,000. That's a diamond package. Let's show them the other packages and what you can. No, I think it's the one before this. Are we missing something? Yeah, the Fantastic 10. Is it only Fantastic 10 or 50 that I have?
No, the way they did it, after you explain Fantastic 50, all these ones came in. Then before we get there again. So this one just came into.
Okay, after the Fantastic 50, let me have the slide after the Fantastic 50. So we can just flow.
This is the slide.
Okay, now. Another thing that came to mind during this preparation was the message. I don't even want to put it on my slide because it's irritating me. The message the vice president, I wanted to say vice principal, the vice president threw on us, even before he was made the vice president, that we should be ready. We should be ready for a tough time. Well, I won't blame him because we have issues, and to solve issues, you may be able to, you may have to go through tough times. But this is a business that is saying they're even ready to empower 1 million youths. So if you have youths in your church, if you have youths in your mosque, if you have youths anywhere around you, let us know. Top Up and Get Reward is ready to empower them if they are ready to work for it. They will be empowered. Right, next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Is the screen frozen? Okay, so I've talked about the 0.15% on everything, your residual. Now, let's look at this entrepreneurial beggar. When those of us that have hands, we have legs, we have everything complete, we are not connecting. This guy has connected, he has made money from his kobo that people give him. Look at what he has been able to do for himself. I call him entrepreneurial beggar because he saw opportunity, he latched onto it, and he's doing well for himself. See him, he has a water production factory, and he has employed able-bodied people there. From his kobo, toro. He runs transportation business. He's right there. He's still in his industry, the begging industry. But the truth is, he's making waves with his own begging. He's making use of the money. He's there in Lagos. He's right here in Lagos. You can Google him. He's there. He has made name for himself. He's employing able-bodied people, and he's in his couple of business, and he's investing it. So you can earn, they're still saying you can earn 10,000, between 10,000 and 100,000. Okay, I'm in tune with this. Daily income, yeah. It's possible. And it's very residual because this is something you are just doing on your device, on your phone. You're not carrying anything on your head to do it. Next slide. Next slide, so that we can have enough time for questions. Now, remember I said some of the packages are on the leadership program. Even, we didn't put on this slide that you have 2,500 Naira package. Yes, it is available. But when you do all of those, you are not going to be able to have some bonuses. You won't meet up the requirements of the leadership bonuses because you must be on a minimum of core package of 10,000 Naira so that all your PVs can be counted down from level 1 of core package so that you can earn PVs from your members also to level 5. Depending on your package option, that's why I said you should try as much as possible to be on the 50,000 Naira package. But then if you cannot afford that, you can start on 10,000, you can start on 20, you can start on 30, you can start on 40, and then you can upgrade. Monthly bonus is sweet. Oh. See the fine bobo. When your team sale is not only your way, because whatever your downlines, anybody that signs under you earns, is also accumulated to you. So when you have 10,000 PV in a month, you have a bonus of 420,000 Naira. I think I said that much in person. Right. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now, we've been talking about leaders and leadership bonuses and all sorts. This is Alaja, the Alaja of the trial. The trial I showed you, that Alaja showed love. Love showed me love by telling me, okay, this is Alaja. Alaja has crushed all the leadership rewards in top up and get reward. Alaja is with us, body, flesh, and everything. So we know her. Her username is Abiketu. You can also go and find out. She's on 120,000 Naira, the monthly pay, the monthly reward. She has won that. She has won more than that. This is still same Alaja. Monthly award qualifier. She's not the only one crushing it. You see Akim Oyeleye. They are all crushing it because it's so easy to do. Dr. Mercy says, so it's not for only Alaja, it's not for only people like Ofo. See, the medical doctors are there. And that's what you have to have. You see the monthly PVs. So that's 120,000. I just want to show you the leadership award. Please scroll through. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You see, there's no way you won't be fresh like that woman if you are earning 120,000 every month. It's just the leadership award, though. Now, if you do it and you have point value of 25,000 PPs, it may sound daunting, but it's very easy to achieve. You will become the bronze director, and then you can have the travel incentive. Normally, you get paid 750,000 Naira. Everybody is making it. This little girl of 7, Mubina Adeoshun, squashed it, courtesy of the mom. She got herself 750,000. Her brother got 750,000 also. Please scroll through. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the lady. Please go to the last slide, please. Sorry. The Adeoshun girl. She's a student because I want to talk to parents about this. You just need to empower your children, okay? Momtaza Adeoshun, She won this by herself. She's in the university. So what she does is to, instead of going around doing rubbish and following sugar daddies, the mother had already shown her the way. So she sells airtime to students, to lecturers, to everyone. She recharges the NEPA bills of her lecturers and everybody around her. And she qualified. She got qualified for 750,000 too. Pastor, look at Pastor Victor Okolo. He got it too. He's a pastor. Okay? Top up and grade reward is not discriminatory. Go ahead, go on. All these ones are seven. See this man, he qualified also for everything that Elijah had qualified for. This Elijah, she had graduated from 750 to 5 million car award because of her dedication to what she's doing. As we speak, she's in Ekiti, trying to spread the word about top up and get reward, you know, and she's being rewarded for labor. She's getting rewarded, and people are also getting things to do. Next slide. Okay, all these are 5 million car award. We just want to show you that people are crushing it. This is Elijah's Venza. She actually has won two. She has a Venza and a Sienna. Go ahead. I think the next slide will be a Sienna. So she just she dashed her mother the Sienna, and she's using the Venza. The Venza. So the next slide, please. This Akim Oyeleye also won this. Everybody is just getting what they want. So you better come and take what you want. This prince has already gotten the housing reward though. This Nna, because he did it well, he did it weller. He told all his kinsmen, you know, he's not hiding anything. He gave everybody full disclosure, and he's also good for it. And other people under him also are crushing it. Next slide. So you can take whatever you want out of telecoms industry. Next slide. You can take whatever you want that you can take. You can take as much as you want. Next slide, please. Okay. Star director, you will have the home. Platinum director, star director has 10 million naira. That's the home bonus. Now, you may want to ask, all these bonus is paid. How do I get them? They are paid instantly into your dashboard, into your wallet, in your dashboard, and you can get your money. You can get instant payout. You can see just from your wallet straight to your bank account. I will try and demonstrate that for you in a bit. Right, go ahead. You see, when the value is very clear, I believe the decision will be very easy to make. So if you are not clear about what we are saying today, there is an opportunity for you to ask questions. And we are even telling you at a very good time, because TGR will be 5 years in November. This is one of the things actually that got me into it, because if a business had been on for 5 years, okay, I'm a businesswoman and I have businesses of my own. I know how we struggle to keep afloat. So if a business had been on for 5 years, then we know that they have something to offer. They have anniversary award, and they are giving out car and mini traveling incentives. So this is a good time. This is an auspicious time to sign on for this business, because you would then be qualified to partake in this promo. And they pull it down a little bit. The number of PVs you need to have and all of that has been kind of slashed so that everybody can also partake in the anniversary gesture. Now, look at Shama has already told us, because I know that even with all the talking, some people will still say, it's a scam, Joe. It's a scam. Well, The rich will get richer. Because look at what Otedola tells us here. He said we have lost millions. That's why we are billionaires. Some have lost thousands. That's why they are millionaires. Some others are afraid to lose money. That's why they are broke. And some people will think that what's wrong with him is being proud. No, he's saying the truth. Because if you refuse to take calculated risk and do certain things, you will just be matching in one spot. That's what he's trying to tell us here. And for a business to be 5 years old, they have tried in this Nigerian terrain. We are not even calling you to come and lose money because we are not losing money. We are calling you to become billionaires if you are already a millionaire. If you are not a millionaire yet, a step at a time, come and become the millionaire here. Next slide. I love this Otedola's speech so much because it speaks my mind. So do you really want to blow? Are you in this with us? We are not going to leave you alone. We have strategies, and it's part of what we call this meeting for. We have strategies. We are unholding you. We are just giving ourselves 3 months only. Within 3 months, we have strategies on how to make more than 10 million. It sounds audacious, but we are doing it. We have started it, and you can still join. Whichever day you join is your own starting point. So you start calculating your own 3 months from then. We started on the 1st of September, and we have all these strategies. This strategy is one of the things I've told you earlier on with the 10 by 50. You can start on Fantastic 10. That's the coral package. Because not everybody that may be able to afford the 50,000. So we want to hold you by the hand on your 10,000 naira package. Form a club of 10,000 people, 10 of you, your friends, your entrepreneurial friends. Your friends don't face Shorire in 2023. On level 1, you will earn 22%. That's 2,090 naira. And when you multiply that by 10 people that you have invited, you'll have 20,090. Remember, your 10 will also bring in their own 10. So in your structure, you will have 100 affiliates. By the time you look at the 5% on level 2, you already have 47,500. This is on level 2. And your point value will have increased to 2,000. By the time you get to level 6, we are just being conservative. That's why we are stopping at level 6. Now look at level 6. You already have 142,500 as your earnings, and you have 20,000. I mean, what am I saying? You have 20 million PVs. And then your millions would have come in. You already have, when you calculate everything, 159 million. You can see that you can make it if only you will try. And when we are talking about 3 months, that's a lot of time. Let's break it down. When you break down this Fantastic 10, from registration only, if you are doing 10,000 package, you already have 20,090 on level 1. On level 2, you have 47,500. On level 3, you have 475,000. On level 4, you have 2.3 million. On level 5, you have 14. And on level 6, you have 140. In fact, you can go on and on and on and on and on. Now, this is just 10,000 though. If you people now decide to do your 20, no, the coral, I think I talked about the coral. Okay, Fantastic 20. If you decide to do 20, remember we said Fantastic 10. If you have 20 people in your structure and all of you, you are going to do your 10,000. Without much ado, actually, this is what I saw the very first time I saw this presentation. And I just said, oh, Paris, this is the bus stop. This billion that I've been looking for. This 9 billion, it must come. And then when anybody call me Madam Kofo, I will answer, hey, without pride. When 9 billion is in my account, what else will I be if I'm not Madam? My gele will be bigger than Madam Kofo's gele then. Then I know that I'm truly Madam Kofo. But right now, I'm still okay. It's okay. I'm just okay. Right. So that's what you get if you do Fantastic 20 and you are using 10,000 as your baseline. Next slide, please. Next slide. So this is the breakdown of the Fantastic 20. Choosing 10,000, the Coral package as your base, and that means that you are looking for 20 persons to join you. Yes, we will answer all questions after the presentation. Right, so your diamond package is still jotting its head. If you have 10 persons to go with your 50,000, that would be awesome. You can also earn, and you can make money just as the banks do. Next slide. This thing is just for you to come and pack money. That's what I kept saying in my business network. All I've seen in this business is just to come and pack money. Next slide, please, love. So, if you do what you have been doing, if that is what you will keep repeating, if you do it today, what you did yesterday, I don't even know what's wrong with them. I don't know what they are doing. They like networking too much. Just before 2020, you wouldn't even have found me dead with network because I didn't understand what they were doing. So I can excuse you if you said that or if you are saying it. But one thing is that I am very easily adaptable. Once I study what it is and I know that there's value in it, I latch on it and I do it. Because one of the things the connected economy will do for you is that it will also make you to affect lives positively. So don't do today what you did yesterday, because tomorrow will just look exactly like today. Nothing will change. If you want something to change, you need to change. So if you don't try to create the future you want, you will just be enduring the future you get. That girl of 7 years old, the mother is already creating a good future for her. You know, she already knows what entrepreneurship is all about, and she's going to do well for herself. If you decide to be like this lazy fool, he didn't even do anything. Carry rice, maybe a neighbor dash her rice. Then to kill chicken is a problem. To even light the stove is wahala. Put it there. He's waiting for chicken to get ready. He will wait forever. Don't be like him. And you know, all of us, we are millionaires. Is that you have millions of cash or you have millions of excuses? Please, choose your millions wisely. Because some people will have excuse, even with all that we have said today. Is when I collect my salary. Is that 50,000 that I want to do? Start from where you are. If it's 10,000 you have today, start today. Remember, your life does not get better by chance. It only gets better by change. You need to change certain things. You move them around, and then you can get the life that you want. Thank you very much for your audience. It's time now for questions. If you have any question, please let's have them. I can see some in the chat box, and we'll go through them one after the other. All right. Please, my co-host, if you have seen anyone that I haven't seen, let me know so that we can just answer them.
Yeah, so each time, how do you make the PV? Person is asking about the PV. Is it when you buy airtime or when, so It's based. Is it when we
All
buy
right.
airtime?
So it's not when you buy airtime. It's when you have a new sign-up. Remember, the PVs come with the packages. I told you that when you are on the 5,000 naira package, you have 10 PVs and stuff like that. I mean 5 PVs. I don't even want to be looking at all those small ones because they are just like for oyuinu, pregnancy, not even not even newborns. So please try and just start from the leadership level of 10,000. When you start on 10,000, you have
20
PV,
people.
you have 20 PVs, then 30,000, you have 30 PVs, 40, 80, 50 PVs, 50,000, you have 100 PVs, just like that. So it's when you have sign-ups, all right? And it's not only your own sign-up, when your own sign-up also has sign-up. Remember I told you that my co-host, Love, showed me love by telling me about the opportunity. So when I sign anybody in, I will earn the PV, and she also will earn the PV because I'm in her structure. All right. So that's how you earn PVs.
I tried to transfer from my wallet to the wallet of a downline. I saw a padlock. What do I do? Okay, we'll show you how to do that.
Open the padlock. When you want to transfer to your downline, open the padlock. This is actually, the Zoom meeting is actually for prospects. So for you to be seeing padlock, that means that you are already a registered member.
So how does the money increase?
That what you need to do is to open the padlock by putting in the person's
username.
The username. So that person also has to be a registered member before you can do that kind of transfer.
Please, how does the money increases? This money you're talking about, how does it increase?
It increases per second per second. So that's how. When you buy anything, when you recharge your phone, 2% of your recharge is given back to you. So you have it in your wallet. Anybody you call in, let me use myself as an example again, and Love. If I recharge my phone right now, they give me 2%. A certain percentage will go to Love's account. So that's why I said it's per second per second. And remember, data, airtime, everything is what people buy every second. So if you tell enough people, you will have more. If you don't tell anybody and you are just doing it on your own, you will be earning just as you have purchases. So that's how the money increases.
Now with 10K today, can you
increase when you invite people and they register and you have their referral bonus.
If you register with 10K today, can you upgrade?
Yeah, sure. You just pay the difference between the level you are now, the package you are now, and the package you want to upgrade to. So you can upgrade.
How does one do this without having a Nigerian number?
Okay, so you are not able to do that yet. You will need to have a Nigerian number, or you can use a trusted person's second number. Like, for instance, all of us, we are related to certain people abroad, and most of us have 10 numbers, 100 numbers. So you can use one of those numbers as a dedicated one to you. If you want to use my number, it's somebody that I know that wants to use my number, I can just dedicate one of my numbers to such a person. I'm not saying I want to do it for you. I'm only saying that if you have relations in Nigeria that have more than one numbers, you can use one of them. Because this is for Nigerian recharges.
How can I check my point value? This is a member. Okay. We're members training on Thursday, 8 o'clock. If we should be coming to members training.
That what?
So how can I check my point value?
So okay, I'll show you. We will go to I will start sharing my screen now, and then I go to my account while Love continues to tell us what we have in in the
Okay, so just you can share a screen. So to check your point value, you see it when you go to my earnings. You see your point value there. So someone said, if I sign up for 10K, for instance, and one of my downline sign up for.
I've lost you.
One of my sign up for 50K. Will I get the point value? Yes, you get the point value.
You get the point value.
She's already okay. Someone said. You sign up and where does buying data come in? Where do buying data come in? You buy, this is where you buy data. We buy data, we buy your recharge. So madam, before we display for us. Let me get used to it. Okay, we display for us now. How and she would even let me put her on the spot. She will even give you recharge card. So today.
You love. Oh my God. All right, no problem. All right, so can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I told you it's full disclosure. You see that current commission balance? That's what I have accumulated this morning. Because what I do is before I sleep, I transfer my commission to my current wallet balance, the red one, and then I send to my bank account. And I'm going to do the same on this call so that you can see everything, every damn thing. Nothing is going to be hidden for you. So this is my dashboard. Somebody wants to know how they can know their PVs. So you can see where I went to. Every time you want to see things, just toggle your three lateral lines. Those lines, once you touch them, to give you information. After touching them, what I did was to come to my account, and then I'm coming straight to my points value. Right. So you can see my point value. I told you I started only on the 8th of August. Today is 9th of September, so I was 1 month yesterday. I have cumulative point values of 2,085. And last month, that is from the 8th of August to the 31st of August, I had 1,120 PVs. This month that we are on the 9th of, I have 965 PVs in the 9 days. Now, this is where you see all your points and how they come in. You can see downline registration points value. That's 20, 60, 40, 100. That's how you have your points values. Is there any other thing that relates to the back office? Okay, now, Love, you said I should give airtime. How do you want us to do the airtime? Who do we give the airtime to? Let me ask my question. So the first three, to get the answer, will have the recharge. Now, what did we say products should meet up with? What criteria should products meet up with that Top Up and Get Reward has met up with that makes us to be celebrating it? You need to raise your hand. Love will call you, and then you will answer the question, and then she will give me your name.
I can see Stella. Stella, do you want to answer our question?
I actually raised up my hand for the first one, but I can still answer this one as well.
Okay.
Okay. The most interesting one, like you said, was for us to be serious with it and meet up with target, then we can win prizes.
That's wrong. You are correct, but it doesn't answer my question. Sorry.
Okay.
My question is, during this presentation, I told you that when you have products that meet certain criteria, then you know that it is a product that will sell, and so you don't have any business not doing the business. And we found this in Top Up and Get Reward, the products that they have, what you can recharge on their platforms. They are, I don't want to answer myself. So,
okay, let's call Favor.
Yeah.
Favor, mute yourself.
Just this criteria.
Favor, can you unmute yourself? I'm going to another person. Favor is not unmuting, so I'm going to Shinyere. Shinyere, unmute yourself. Shinyere Shibuzo.
Thank you very much. But I may not be able to say it exactly the way it's supposed to be. But my own is number one, the value of the product. How people can access the product. It's a product that everybody needs. Then the third one is I can't remember the third one.
Let's go.
What's the third one again, sir?
Next person.
I'm okay.
Next person.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Actually, the network has been throwing me out and throwing me in. So I know I missed part of that, but I can answer the question from my initiative. I didn't get the question, or if the question can be asked again. But I know that the products that we have here, we are talking about the value of the volume of the products. Everybody is using it. It doesn't have a substitute. And we're talking of the frequency. The frequency is that even though I am hungry, I will still look for a way to, recharge my phone, a way to get data so that I can connect to people. That's the two things. It's actually three. Those are the two now that I can really put up. I don't know whether that answers the question.
Don't worry, you will win. You have won one of the. You will be one of the three, because when you talk of volume, that's solving people's problems. So everybody is involved in it. And then the first one, you said it meets the needs of the people, is valuable. Who wants to answer the next question? We're not going to answer that question again. Somebody has already answered the three.
Yes,
it solves people's problems, it is cost effective, and everybody needs it.
Yeah, let's go to Abiola. Abiola is it. Wants to try.
The volume is great. Everybody is in it.
Abiola wants to try.
Solving problems. Sorry?
Abiola wants to try.
I will have to ask Adiola another question.
Okay.
Because we've already given the answer to the three.
Exactly, because most of them have been.
So Abiola,
yes,
I said I'm an entrepreneur, and that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So who is an entrepreneur? Because that's what should give you the push to also do what I'm doing.
So I will answer that an entrepreneur is a person who is into or who starts a business with their own funds and manages the business, is not on a paid employment, but is an employer of labor.
I'm on a paid employment. To Capsule pays me.
Okay.
I'm on a salary.
Okay. Yes, but you're also employing. So as long as it's a business,
but you're not an entrepreneur. Okay, you're not an entrepreneur in custom. She is deciding who is an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you don't get paid. You don't get you're actually paid in your office, because if you're an entrepreneur, you don't pay yourself. You can even roll your company down.
Oh, so yeah, entrepreneur, define entrepreneur, Abiola. I think I want them to weigh my airtime blog.
Okay, as I said earlier, you start a business with your own funds. Now that fund pays you and pays your staff that you have employed.
So we know that as an entrepreneur, really, you are saying the truth. An entrepreneur is that person that starts a business with his or her own money, does what he needs to do with it, gets people to do it, encourage others to join him or her and stuff like that. But there are certain qualities in somebody that is an entrepreneur, and I said it that I'm an entrepreneur, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I am 1, I am 2, I am 3. Those are the ones I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Adela, let me help you. An entrepreneur has to be visionary. It's part of what you have said. It's because somebody is visionary, that's why you are even starting a business. You have a vision for that business. You know that it's going to do well. You keep pushing it until it succeeds. So I said, because I'm visionary, I'm a very passionate person about whatever I do. You have to be passionate about the business you have started, otherwise it won't grow. Okay? And as an entrepreneur, you start one, you look at another one, because you keep spotting opportunities. So I said, I habitually, it's an habit for me right now. I spot the opportunities and then I create innovations around the opportunities. This is one of the innovations we have created because we are entrepreneurs. We are saying, come in, we will hold your hands, and then you are going to have the strategy of the 20 by 10. Those are creativity. They are innovative. You know, we are going to do the 20 by 10. You are going to do whatever, and then we are going to do challenges, all of that. So don't worry. You put in a good trial. We will give you.
Sorry, I said one thing I also
remember I said as an entrepreneur, you get people in. You get people in. Do it with you.
You know? Spend the money. Don't be afraid to lose.
All right. So 2 of you, who is the 3rd person? Should we just do about abracadabra and choose 3rd person? We didn't take note of the person that entered first. All right, so while we're on that, can you all still see my screen? Let me show you now how to purchase airtime, and you will see how my money will be refunded. But before then, let me transfer money so you know that when you have money, you can also transfer from your commission to your wallet. So this is the current commission total. I want to transfer 2,000 naira to my wallet, because you cannot transfer money straight from here to your bank account, and you cannot spend from the commission wallet. So before you spend anything, you need to withdraw it to your current balance account. So it has only, that's why you can see only withdraw. So when I click withdraw, I can withdraw everything. So if I say I want to withdraw 2,100, it will go straight into my account. You can see success, your transfer was successful. 2,100 had been depleted from here, and you will see where it is right now. It will be right inside my wallet. That's my wallet. I've already added 1,100 to my balance, and that's 3,300 right there. So I want to give out the recharge. You will see how it goes right now. All you do, you just go to your account, and then you want to do airtime recharge, you want to do mobile data, you want to do SME mobile data, you want to do e-pin. It depends on what you really want to do. Internet subscription, cash cable. If you want to pay bill, you can still pay NEPA bill. You can see that. If it's NEPA bill, you only need to highlight that logo. If you do not highlight it, you won't be able to select the disco. So because I've highlighted it, I can select my disco. I'm in Ikeja disco, and then I put my meter number, I put how much I want to do, and I'll be good to go. It's not showing me pay because I've not put anything. Let me say I put 1,000, although I'm not recharging anything. I will have put my kind of meter, whether it's prepaid or postpaid. I will have put the meter number, which I'm not ready to do right now. So that's how you charge your NEPA. To go to the air charges, you can see all the drop downs. That's how you do what you need to do. If you want to check the number of people in your network, everything is there. Very easy to navigate through, very friendly. So airtime recharge, the first person, what's your network? What's the network, Lo? The first person that is winning our...
Amaoge, drop your number on your network. Amaoge. Then Abiola is a second. Abiola, you too, drop your number on your network. Okay, Amaoge is MTN.
What's the number?
080.
Okay.
366.
366.
733. 42.
Yeah. 42. 0803 667 3342.
Yes.
Okay. I will be gifting you 500 today. And all I need to do is just to say pay. Tell the whole world what is in your phone. Your transfer is successful.
Abiola is Airtel.
Let's hear from the first person.
Amaoge, Alpha.
Have you received? Right, let's have Abiola.
Okay, Abiola is
Airtel.
080.
Is Airtel, Abi?
Yes.
080.
231.
231.
55.
55.
901.
901. And we'll also give Abiola 500 today. And we say pay. Okay? That also has gone through. So how far, Amaoge? I want to show you something. That's why we are asking you. Remember we say that when you recharge for others, you still get your cash back.
Amaoge has received that one. She posted it on the chat box.
Okay, what of Abiola?
Abiola, what about you?
Even if you don't want to tell us, we are going to find out right now. Because what would happen is the recharge that I have done, they are going to give me cash back from it. So we are going to look at my commission. You can see that, remember I removed the money from here. I already have 61 Naira there, 61.77 kobo. And where did this money come from? See, amount 10 Naira was given back to me because I purchased 500 Airtel. That's for the last person. So I got back 10 Naira. So if he has done it by himself, he will have gotten ×2. It will get, because he will get 2%. I got, okay, 2%. Anyway, I got 1.5. And then the Amaoge zone is 500 Naira too. And that's my cash back of 10 Naira. You see, so that's how money is made. Today, you can see deposits of 50 Naira, 50 kobo, 2,100, 15 kobo, 15 kobo. All these kobo is what is amounting to what we have. Okay? So, even if I still want to transfer this from my current total, I'll still withdraw it. And I can withdraw my 61 Naira and into my wallet. It's successful and is in my wallet. Now, let me show you how it gets to your bank account. The 61 that I withdrew is under here, deposit. Now, this is your, okay, we have to round up, but let me just quickly show you this. Your current account balance, that's where you spend, and that's where you also transfer to your bank account. So here you won't say withdraw, you will say transfer. My bank account has already been put in the, what do you call it, on the platform. So let me say I want to withdraw. You must always leave 500 Naira in your account. So let me say I want to withdraw 1,500 into my account. So this is my, oh shit. Okay. Oh, invalid password. I don't know what's happening right there. Anyway, so that's how you send your money when you want to withdraw. You withdraw, you don't transfer, you withdraw to the bank account. All right, so choose type. It is current account, amount, 1,500 Naira, then send. When you have a waiting time like this, or all those errors, it's probably from the bank. Because ordinarily it just goes like that, just as the purchases have gone. But transaction is in process, and we'll soon see it in my bank account. I will also show you my, what do you call it? The alert for this transaction. So, oh, transaction failed. I don't know what happened, but it's good to.
It may be network.
It could be network, but let me even check. Sometimes they say transaction failed and you have it in your, okay, it's not yet in the,
Maybe network. And now before we need to run.
Yeah, we are running. All right. So that's it. That's it. If you have any other thing, try and get in touch with whoever has invited you to this Zoom meeting. We actually have another meeting for 2 p.m. That's why my colleague is saying we have to run. So we really have to run as the petrol money is running. We don't want to crawl as salary, as salary crawls. So thank you very much. I sincerely hope you got value. We need to end the meeting right now. Get back to anybody, the person that has invited you to the call, or you ask your questions on the platforms. And we have many platforms. If you want to be added, just get in touch. All right. Bye-bye. Stay on top.
Everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Bye-bye.